Welcome back to the Karmic Third Party Update. Yes, we do have lives for the Twin Flame Joint Connection. If you do want to join us, come through live every Friday, time on screen. And yes, we do have super chats. If you can't make it for a super chat, you can prepay them either through the links I provide on the video or via my website. Without further ado, let's have a look at the Karmic Third Party read. Now, this is a very interesting read. We're going to dig into the deep of it. I may actually pull some clarifiers because what I'm saying is they're really viewing this as per usual in quite a distorted manner. I do feel this person is doing all they can to prevent a breakup. Now, I will say it again, as I have said to many of my beautiful patrons, a karmic relationship does not have to be a romantic connection. This is the energy I see psychically coming through this week. Feel free also to look at this as in shadow energy that can come up and ask. Karmics generally don't ask if they're karmics. So if you're really confused, am I the karmic? It's usually because you're having a bad week. FYI. Okay, now what do I see here? I do see from the crowning energy, this person does not want a separation, does not want an ending. You know, some of them are actually thinking they're in a bed of roses, so they're sitting pretty, whatever they're doing, be it they're in a relationship or they're not. I feel they're very, almost satisfied. I do feel they're very daydreamy. This can be reminiscent of a past person. Some are also feeling that even though they are with counterpart, there's this paranoia that they're actually not. And what does that mean? What it means is if a person has gone into it and they have insecurities and self-esteem issues, there is a paranoia that somebody's going to take from them what is theirs. But generally, we feel that when something isn't ours is because we may have underhandedly had this connection or known that it had been going down for a while. So they are looking over their shoulder, okay? They're really looking over their shoulder and they're worried about the past. There is a bit of comparison, and this is a real weird one. I don't usually get this in a reading, but this is an intimate judgment, okay? This is a person that questions, are they better in the bedroom? Are they better in that action? And they're really insecure, even if they do come through quite cocky and quite sure of themselves. This person's really second-guessing themselves at an intimate level. This can also be paranoia, especially for those that aren't being intimate and it's like a friendship where they're physically living in the same home. Others, I do feel, are looking back at their past of their youth and wishing they could go back there. You know, there's a bit, they can see the mirror inside the individual who is dealing with this karmic cycle. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. So it's looking back to the heydays, judging how they address things versus how you particularly are addressing it. They know that you are cross-watcher, divine feminine. They know that you are adamant you will get this connection. And I feel they don't know that this is so. There is a bit of, like I said, there's judgment, and I'm getting this single white female energy coming through. For those of you that saw the movie, it's I've forgotten the name. Feel free to put it in the comment box. But the term that came to mind was single white female. And it's a little bit like a distorted feminine who has self-esteem issues, maybe psychologically. And so it's almost like they try to wear your clothes. They try to replicate your image. I do know definitely I did have a karmic that did that. And I wasn't currently with my counterpart, but it was all over social media. And this person wasn't naturally the same hair color as me, fair, very, very fair hair, and dyed it black and was wearing similar clothing. So it was a bit creepy, really. It was a bit single white female energy. This person feels they're in competition with you. And they're worried. And like potentially, this is correct. You know, as we do reach March, we're already at that 29 degree. It did hit the 29 degree from the 11th for Pluto. These are karmic cycles we're wrapping out. So this is going to be a very interesting 2 years, to say the least, for us all collectively. I do see them feeling that they don't have a choice in this. Whoever is dealing with this karmic cycle right now, they feel there is a competition. There is and it doesn't mean to say if this is a tribe, for instance, that they're jealous. Um, but they do see that you have a very strong bond with counterpart, whoever is dealing with this. They have noticed also that the individual within this karmic cycle dealing with them is really up in their head and quiet. They also are mirroring that. They're very, counterpart is very much detached and really trying to work out a solution. Whereas the karmic is almost like begging for this shadow, this fear-based frequency to go away so it doesn't haunt them anymore because there's a lot of paranoia. They don't feel loved. They don't feel lovable. It's a constant competition. Somebody could profusely swear to them in their face and say, "You are my only person." And I feel because this person suffers self-esteem issues, that they do not feel that they're worthy, potentially because there is guilt for some that they have learnt to manipulate to get what they want. I'm getting this message that some are actually wanting to reach out and be friends with you. Some feel it would make them feel safer if they knew where you were, what you were doing, if you were friends. And it's like the art of war, except as a very poor action. They're hoping in some shape or form that you can forgive them because for some, it can be that this person was actually a friend. That's how close sometimes this can be. Others, I feel, it's almost like they're forgiving themselves for knowing not what they did. I'm going to pull a clarify. I'm getting a few messages here. Unforgiving. Why am I getting unforgiving on the goddess of forgiveness? Probably because I'm noticing the dog at her legs and it's like the loyalty, the requirement of loyalty, even though we've got an 8 here, that they knew what they were going into, had old energy connected to it still. Yeah, this person's not happy dealing with them. Yeah, this is some are trying to go through a divorce so they can move forward and get married. Others are going through a divorce. They're trying to make this person feel guilty. Some are using black magic. This can be leaving things at the person's house. This also can be having other people becoming involved. Yeah, they're not. This is an unforgiving thing. They can also be using children to manipulate. Yeah, they're creating obstructions. This person wants to know where you are, what you're doing. It's a little bit stalkerish. I may pull a chakra card because I don't know why I get this vibe that they are doing. Let me find my chakra cards. Bear with me. I'm still here. There they are. Yeah, I get this vibe. That they're scared you're going to mess with their peace. They're not understanding the difference between a twin flame and a soulmate energy. For some, it can be that it's a soulmate. For some, it can be that it's codependent. It's like it's giving them a sense of luxury and stability. Even though deep down, they're really not feeling luxurious right now. They're actually feeling quite unhinged. Yeah, I get this vibe there. Trying to chuck a psychic attack your way, but I do feel black magic. This can be, repeating terms over and over again, tuning into you. Sometimes it's when I get the black magic energy, it can even be the sender of intent. So, no black magic whatsoever, but because their vibration is aggressive and they're tuning into you adequately, so they're actually sending that frequency to you. Some of them are making reference to, we have children together, so this is the way it should be. Let's go to the bottom. I don't feel they're really seeing that there is a codependent frequency going on here. I don't feel this person's fighting this situation anymore. I feel the karmic involved in this circumstance has realized this person has pulled back. This is bringing the shadow out. This is almost like if it's gone into a negotiation and they may have used terms to actually get this person to see their side. Two cards have come out where this person may have got stuck in their head, but their outcome and their intent is to move out of this circumstance. This person is trying to kind of halt and delay it. But this is a defiant. I do feel for some, they can be going into a fight. They're smirking to a degree that they've got away with something, that something's hidden away. Well, that's a heavy message. Okay. If you're noticing behind the female and the white, she has a cage there. Look how happy she is. She's like, yep, sorry, okay, if you're hurting me. Very revengeful, some of these cards. It's like a very much up and down. We get this yo-yo vibration. Now, this female with the white shirt on has a shadow of her behind, and it's something she's done. She feels it's locked up, it's put away, nobody knows about it. This could actually place this person in prison. I don't know why I'm getting that, but something's coming out there. It's funny, I can see almost like giraffe energy side by side. They feel that people are going to stick their neck out for them. But I do feel, with a clarifier that I pulled for this card, number one, it is a 5 yet again. There were changes hoops they had to jump through. It could be involving 5 individuals. Separately, what I do have as a clarifier is somebody is actually ratting this person out. And I feel it's a family member. I literally feel it's like a sister, a mother, it's like their parent, somebody very close to them. But it's kind of feeling like a best friend. I don't feel it's family. If it is family, it's a DNA mother, a DNA father or cousin. Other than that, this is a friend that's coming through, but it's somebody that they had a falling out with previously. Okay, if they've been doing things behind the scenes, I feel what they're not realizing is this is going to I'm noticing the chains around the female's hand. They feel that they're going to depend on something forever and ever, but something is actually taking them down with a ship. And if they don't address it now, it's coming up in July. It's definitely coming up in July again. So something they feel's hidden. Between now and July, I do feel this is coming out, or it could be that they're going until July. That can be July next year. But this is an entanglement. But I do feel they're going to have some time where they're going to have to, they may not see it coming, but they're smirking. This is reaching an end. This is reaching an end cycle. I do also feel for those that aren't in this connection, counterpart has an intention of marriage and moving forward. And I feel that they're running out of time. And, in their mind, they're like, right, I've got plenty of time. Some of them are snooping and wanting to see what's going on with you. Some of them are trying to contact counterpart, and counterpart's not answering. And I feel for those that are in the separation, this karmic actually is looking at your connection like a soulmate, because I don't think they actually understand the term twin flame. Some do. And so this freak out is coming about because they're wondering where they are, what they're doing. Are they with you? That is for one pocket group. The other is a cycle is closing out. They're trying to keep this where it stands, but they're running on borrowed time, and it is coming to a karmic close. Love and light. Come and check out our weekly updates. Let's see where the joint connection is. If you want to super chat, you can choose so. Otherwise, you can see our weekly updates within the members ahead of time. Otherwise, I'll see you on the other side. Take care, beautifuls.